Whew. Hey, what's up, you guys? Happy Thursday. All right, so I got some inspiration from um, a lot of comments yesterday. One was awesome, and it was something along the lines of, do you ever wonder why you run into like narcissists back to back? Like, why you keep running into them? Like, boop, 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 right? And do I ever wonder why? The answer is no. And I'll tell you why I don't wonder it. Let's get biblical real quick. And then I will break that down. And then we can talk about it. All right. So I'm going to read you like a small excerpt. It's from Matthew 28. And this, it's self-explanatory. So I'll read it, okay? Sorry, I grabbed my son's Bible out of his like room and stuff's falling out of it. Like mother, like kids. Anyway, and it says, and when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergesenes, I think I butchered that, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. And behold, there cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off from them, an herd of many swine, feeding. So the devils besought him, saying, if thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said unto them, go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished in the waters. And they that kept them fled and went their way into the city and told everything and what was befalling to the possessed of the devils. And behold, the whole city came out to meet Jesus. And when they saw him, they besought him that he would depart out of their coast. That is the chapter of Matthew. I believe this is KJV, chapter of Matthew, and it's chapter 8, I believe. Yeah, it's Matthew 8, 28 through 34. What does that mean? What was that? Okay, well, what that was the infamous story of when there were two men greatly possessed by demons, so much so that they were so violent that no one could pass by without obviously something, happening to them. And so Jesus was called out to fix that, right? Maybe not called out by the people, but, called upon, even in spirit, to go fix that. And he, when the demons saw Jesus coming, they asked, can you please, like, instead of basically sending us to the pit, because demons don't even want to live in hell, for real. They know it sucks. You know what I'm saying? They would rather be partying up here, bothering people, than to be there, down there. Hell no. Literally. Right? So they were like, yo, just send us into this herd of pigs. And let's think about how big a herd possibly was then. Maybe a good 2 G's worth, 2,000 maybe. Anyway, and Jesus was like, all right. And he let them go. He let them get permission to go and dwell inside of these pigs. Even the pigs immediately plummeted themselves down a steep hill immediately into the sea and drowned themselves. Then afterwards, the people that were caretakers of those herds, of course, like gossipers do, went and told everybody in the town, like, look, Jesus did this, and then the pigs drowned themselves, and then people came and did what? Asked Jesus to leave. Not to mention he just got demons out of 2 dudes that were fucking y'all up. But we need you to leave because you're disturbing things and you're scaring us with your corrections, right? So why is this valid? In response to the question, do I ever wonder why I keep running into narc after narc? No. It's valid because demons, we gotta, let's talk demon real quick. Demons are very old. Not old like how you think your grandma is or was, right? It's a different kind of old. We're talking about ancient, right? We're talking about beyond ancient. We're talking about the beginning of time. Possibly before. I don't know, right? But what I'm saying is, so they are so old and definitely well seasoned in ruining things in people, right? That they don't die like we do. You know what I'm saying? In the flesh, they actually continue on. That's why when people talk about that Jezebel spirit, Jezebel hasn't been alive for how long now? She's biblical. Why are we still talking about her? Because the demon, that spirit of Jezebel, is ancient. It transcends time and space, right? All right. So because it transcends time and space, those same demons are around today, right? And they still have the same mission because they never learn, which is why they're where they're at. Hell, right? But a lot of them pop up here on earthly realms, right? To fuck with earthly people. The reason why you keep meeting the same narcissist or that same narcissistic energy but it's just someone else, and you're like, what the fuck? Because demons like to vessel hop. Just think of them as really grody ass bunnies that are parasites at the same time. So they vessel hop, right? Into different people. Think of like that movie Venom, when you just touch somebody, it's like, ugh, and they're like infected, and they touch somebody, it's like, ugh, and regurgitate onto them, and it just keeps on doing it. That's what demons do. They vessel hop. And since that spirit is never appeased, it's what you call insatiable, right? Almost all I'm going to say all demonic spirits are insatiable, right? For those who don't know what insatiable means, that's okay. What it means, we're going to learn together. What it means is unable to be satisfied. Unable to be satisfied. Cannot be pleased under any circumstances, okay? They're always looking for another one. So that narcissist, much like, let's tie in that scripture, much like those demons that were in 2 men, but those 2 men had like legions. Legions are a lot, okay? Fuck the hundreds, fuck the hundos. Legions are a lot. So when they were cast out, why did they ask Jesus to cast them out? They didn't want to go back to where they live in hell. They wanted to be inside of a vessel, even if it meant being inside the vessel of a pig, right? Let us stay here, though. You know, I just need to be here. And they thought that maybe by annihilating a creation of God, which was an animal, right? That they would be able to cause a scene, which they did cause a scene. They caused thousands of pigs to go drown themselves. That's not exactly something you see every day. And if you do see it every day, you might... Anyway. If you've seen it ever... Some might be wrong, baby. You know, some is wrong, but you know what I mean. In all seriousness. So just like those demons wanted to at least live in pigs, why wouldn't they want to live in today's modern pig, the narcissist? Why wouldn't they be like, you know what? Let's just jump into those things and let's use that to wreak havoc. So every time, let's say every time a narc dies, right? Let's say every time one of them dies, You think that demon that was inside of that meat suit with them, taking up space, just goes, okay, well, back to hell for us. No, they're like, ooh, let's find another pig to jump into until it finally drowns itself, right? Same difference. There's nothing new under the sun, you guys. Shit like that, shit like demons jumping into pigs until the pigs are like, blah, 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 and go and drown themselves in the sea. What do you think the narcissist is doing? They're drowning themselves in a sea of fuckery that has come full circle in the name of karma, or whatever you want to call it. You want to call it what goes around comes around. You want to call it straight up karma. You want to call it, reaping, whatever seeds they've sown, even if they're bad ones. You want to call whatever you call it. That's what's happening. That happens to all of those narcissists. Those narcissists aren't special to demons. They were special ones to us because we loved them and thought they were, salvageable. And we found out the hard way that they weren't. We fucked around and we found out. Right? Right? But guess what? Demons already knew all bucks. Okay? That they are not special to them. Narcissist is just, at the end of the day, another pig to jump into, to wreak havoc, and to mess up someone's life. That's why when that pig, i.e. your ex-narcissist, meets their demise, another one comes along. Why? Because you are a child of light. You're a child of the Most High God. You are a light being. You are not a demonic entity. You have a mission that is positive in this particular lifetime, and possibly in many more, and we won't go into that. But anyway, you came here with a mission is the point. And it's a mission that's good and not evil. And for every good person with a mission, every good spirit, every good ethereal being with a mission that is good, there is always an opposing team. You can't even have football or baseball or basketball or even ice skating. There's always an opposing team. There's always an opponent. And demons and demonic entities, the devil is your opponent, and he sends his players out to stop you. And when one of those falls because of their own failure to stop you, be on the lookout. Another player has been put in their place and is coming. Okay? When one pig drowns, there's another one that has not made it to the sea yet to drown itself. And that one's going to try to run you down before it gets to the sea to drown. So no, my loved ones, I don't wonder why you meet narc after narc. The reason why you meet narc after narc is not that you're just meeting narc after narc. What you're meeting is demon after demon. And whenever one fails and you don't completely pass out to your death, and you keep going with your good God-given spiritual mission here, whichever mission that may be that God gave you, and your light hasn't gone out, best believe another one's coming. Okay? No different from the demon jumping into the pig, i.e. the narc, and drowning itself. There's always one with a little scuba diving gear, right? Trying to keep their little pig head above water so they can get you. Anyway, love you guys. Hope this helped. Bye.